I was living in the neighborhood as well. And that is his neighborhood where he's from, born and raised, whole family over there. I would get calls during the day, you know, he's creeping out, he's with somebody riding around.
You mean your friends would
No,
tell you?
his family members. They would
His
call
family?
me. Yes. I worked 5 minutes away from where we lived at. They would tell me, you know, during the day, they're seeing him frequent with this woman who drives this Navigator, you know, whoop-de-whoop. So.
Okay. Did you contact her or did she contact you?
Reached out to her on Facebook, yes.
So you contacted her?
Yep. I did.
To leave him alone, in effect?
No, just for my women intuition. I just wanted confirmation that, you know, so I could just be done with the situation.
Okay. Did you confront him?
Yes, but he lied, of course, so no truth there.
Did he say he didn't know her, or did he
say that was, when I pulled up, I saw the car, she has her name on her tags, so I was like, who's Kashira, whoever that is, somebody my cousin know. Boom, okay, cool, I'll find out myself who she is. That's how I felt at that moment.
Did he say he knew her?
No.
And in what month did you confront him?
The beginning of October.
In what month did he leave?
November.
Hasn't been back?
No.
Tell me what happened that inspired you to get a protective order against the plaintiff.
I was on my lunch break at the public gas station in the city of Atlanta, pumping gas. She came out of nowhere, blocked my car in, jumped out the car, told me, "Didn't I tell you when I seen you was on site," and swung on me. So I had no choice but to protect myself. In the middle of fighting, she pulled out pepper spray, maced me, ran, left the scene.
Did you call the police?
I did not call the police because I was pepper sprayed. All the bystanders and witnesses outside called the police. They got her tag numbers and they linked her tag with her address and told me that they would file a warrant on their behalf. And I just had to show up to court.
Okay. You didn't?
Nope, I did not. Not at all.
How did you know that there was a protective order?
Because she filed a protective order. She went down and filed a false police claim saying that I was riding around throwing up gang signs chasing her. And I had to get subpoenaed 3 times at my job, which was very embarrassing, until they got me to subpoena because she gave them my work address.
I want to know how you got.
When I went to court for my CPO that she put against me, when I submitted my evidence to the judge, she flipped it and told her to stay away from me.
Temporarily?
Yes, temporarily, a CPO.
But you hadn't had one before?
No.
Did you file for a protective order against her?
Yes, ma'am.
Was that before you were arrested?
No, that was after I was arrested.
First you were arrested. You were arrested on a warrant, and that was as a result of this incident with the pepper spray.
Yes, ma'am.
And you were detained?
Yes, ma'am.
For 6 days, according to your complaint?
Yes, ma'am.
When you were released, is that when you filed for a protective order?
No, ma'am. It was 2 weeks after.
Well, after you were released. So
yes,
2 weeks later, you filed for a protective order.
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Martin, between the time that you were released from jail
yes, ma'am,
and the time that you filed for a protective order, did you see Miss White?
Yes, ma'am.
Where did you see her?
I saw her actually the day that I got out of jail.
Tell me.
After I had got all my stuff in order, got my car to impound, and picked up my kids, on my way home, she rode past my house.
Okay. You saw her ride past your house.
Yes,
that was the day. When else did you see her?
After that, I didn't see her for a while.
So between the time you got out of jail, you saw her one time driving by your house?
Yes, ma'am.
And 2 weeks later, you filed for a protective order?
Yes, ma'am. That was after we went to court for a hearing.
And when you went to court, was the defendant present?
Yes, ma'am.
Did the judge give her a protective order?
No, ma'am.
Were you ever served with a protective order?
No, ma'am.
Well, you say that you were falsely arrested. She didn't file a police complaint.
I was falsely arrested. It was a warrant filed against me.
There was a warrant filed against you.
Yes, ma'am.
The defendant says that she, at the time, did not call the police. She was washing the pepper spray out of her eyes, but witnesses got your tags as you were pulling away.
Well, none of these witnesses gave a statement. It was nothing in that report. In the report, when I got locked up, it said that on October 24th, 2016, Jordan White accused me of swinging at her and missed. She held me down and I pepper sprayed her. That's what the warrant said. I actually have a copy of it.
I'd like to see it, but that's not what she says happens. She said what happened was other people called the police because she couldn't see your license plate, and they gave the police your plate number.
But that's not what she told the judge.
What is that? What kind of video do you have?
The video is actually her riding past my neighborhood. When she said she had a protective order against me, I was told to stay away from her. That's what it wrote on my, when I saw the judge, she put on, said, no contact.
So the judge gave her a no contact order. That's a protective order.